Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and here we are once again back in Vampyr. So I have a few things to show you before we go ahead. First of all, of course, for those with keen eyes, I do lack a little bit of blood. I may have searched up a fighter just for the hell of it as I was running in between places. Because, as you may notice from the right side, it sends now Holy Crusade report to Father Whitaker. What did I do? Well, remember that this bloke here that we had this, how should I say, quest marker? Would that be appropriate? I would think so. For Samuel was in a certain spot in the cemetery. What I did is I went out of the cemetery, went back into the cemetery, and voila, he respawned, and then I killed him at the spot that he was at. I didn't lure him out, whatever type of do, I killed him on the spot there. That got me into a nice, well, continuation of the quest, if you will. But I kept the talk with this Father Whitaker for now, and after that we will go as promised towards the docks. What I've also done is I've actually purchased from Nurse Crane over here a medication that actually allows me to finally treat migraine, headache and everything else. The last couple of things that I was missing, Nurse Crane was selling it. Then I went immediately to some other vendors wondering what the heck I could do, because perhaps I was missing on something else. And yes, I can now also make some new Syrah that I haven't produced at this moment, but I do have the capability for. So, without further ado, let us talk to Father Whitaker and let us visit the docks.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Yeah. How about the fact that I have found your disciple, sir?
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Interesting enough, in this game they give you the money even before the person says that. That might actually be
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
wiser, because of some quest going a little bit awry. So, investigation succeeded. Oh, I've placed another mark on the map, haven't I? Because I'm so good. Alright, so we have a few more quests that we can solve. We have the Occultus Oculus. Find someone who can read Braille alphabet. I don't know how we're going to solve that one. Then we have what to do with the lost scarf. I don't know how to trigger some of these clues yet that I may need. And then we have this quest that I am not sure on yet what to do. And then we have her, the lady that we rescued in the cemetery, which I assume would now have progressed now that we've left the cemetery and done a couple of things. And then we, of course, we have her quest. You know what? Steal reports leading to the Pembroke hospital. Let's do that. Perhaps we can do that on the way. Who knows? Who knows? Let's look at the map then for that. Wrong target. That seems very much on the way. Okay. Let's go at it then. Seem to be turning away from the quest now. Yeah, I'm taking the exact wrong street. Nah. Sorry. Whoopsie. Even doctors can find themselves slightly walking astray. At least they do notice it quickly. Right? Right. You trust me? You have utmost confidence in my ability, I'm sure. So 42, 43. I'm like right on top of it, but... I have not a feeling I need to be on top there, but... We know that this is but a single road. Can't do much over here. I guess I need to... Oh, that's in that hideout area where the guys are at. Right, okay, then we'll have to do that fight again. Right, yeah, got it. Guess I have to kill them again. And yes, it were the guys that I had some enjoyment with before the episode started. You guys. Are you still dead? Seems like it.
This is despicable.
Oh, I very much agree, but... Yeah, these guys are gone. I killed them last time. No, I am still trapped within this area. Which I so desperately was trying to avoid. I'm trying to actually evade here. Alright, now we have one guy left. That's cool. Hiya! Bye! Oh, perhaps not as much as I had hoped. I'm just trying to avoid his ultimate. Because we know that does a lot of damage. This one! Ow. No, he still got it off, so it seems. Bastard. Well, nonetheless, we dealt with it. We certainly have become a little bit stronger, I would say. Seeing how we've dealt with this gentleman quite a bit more easily. There you are. I was wondering, where did I kill you again? Where do I need to be? Up here? No, there's an invisible barrier over here. 9765 meters. Hey! No, that's a large box of pills. Was this open the last time around? I don't even know. Did I miss this? I assume there are enemies here, which is why I'm stalking up here. Yes, there is. Oh! I don't think I will die if I catch you off guard, sir. I think you very much died yourself. 2nd of November from Scout Lewis Cagney to Mr. Geoffrey McCullum. Object, Pembroke Hospital, survey, vampire activity. Sir, having observed the Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now, and we can confirm vampire activity there. That is not a proper sentence. Having observed the Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now, we can confirm there is vampire activity. And we can confirm vampire activity there. That sounds like a improper English. Or otherwise I would have expected, sir, after having observed, whatever. I'm getting distracted. We now have proof of the presence of a female leech inside the hospital. The beast is clever. She acts like a mental patient to hide her true, unholy condition. I personally sneaked inside the hospital and heard the creature whining about her need for blood since her body is decaying. But it gets worse. The administrator of Pembroke Hospital is Dr. Swansea. According to our team leader, Amanda Tilton, who died yesterday in a fight against a skull by the canal, he may be a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. If this is true, then there may be something big going on at the Pembroke. Maybe even a nest of vampires. Protected by those bloody traitors of the stole? We don't know what to do, but we are convinced you better come quickly with reinforcements and heavy gear. This is not exactly what's going on, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take that brilliant steak, who's apparently, or possibly, better than the steak I originally had. Take some shilling. Large box of pills. New collectible. The Great Hill. What is? The Great Hill Hail to our fallen comrades. Hail to our fallen comrades. Hail to their bravery, for we prevailed. The god prevailed, my brothers. We hunted them down, the enemies of mankind, hidden in dark tunnels of our modern cities. We found them in their nests and dens, and they perished. We brought the fires of battle to the blackest pits. Never had such large-scale war been engaged by mortals against immortals. Remember this victory, my brothers, for it seals and proves our matters. Never sleep, never surrender, never give up. Yes, my brothers, our Memphis is good, and England is safer tonight thanks to you. Thanks to those of us bitten and killed by the enemy, or our trembling hand when they turned against us. Do not tremble, my brothers, do not doubt. I cry tonight for the fallen comrades. I cry, for I am an old man who finally saw my goal accomplished as I live my last years on earth. The God of Priven is only half a century old, and we have already accomplished much more the traitors of St. Paul in half a millennium. This was our first great hunt. Let them leeches who survived our wrath remember we won't stop. From the adversary by Kendall Stone, founder of the God of Priven. Okay then. Thank you for that tidbit of information. Lunatics. Yo, what about just talking to us, leeches? We might be actually friendly, you know? I know, saving people with all the medication that we give out for free. Just a thought. My name is Jonathan Reed, by the way. A gentleman. Extraordinaire. Alright. Reassure Thelma Holcroft about the spies. Doing another submission. Going well. Never realized that. I really wonder how I missed that little sidestep there, but missed it I did. Pembroke Hospital. Oh, everybody's healthy. And yes, off camera, I have given everybody in every district medication that are all recovering. So we should slowly come back to 100, and this should go from from healthy 90% also up. Though I can't treat this guy, so that may be a problem. I have to see about that. And this guy I will treat, hopefully in this episode. We'll have to see if I can find him back, because I have to admit I kind of forgot.
Daily routine.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
I think this will make her paranoid, believing that I am in cahoots with them, so I'm gonna go with this one.
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind.
I don't know what I can do with
I'll
ward-free
leave you
blood
with
samples,
Mr.
but
Whitlock to your nocturnal activities.
I do appreciate a
But
reward.
the suffering continues.
Alright, investigation succeeded as well. Do we have any other investigations that I am privy of that we can do over here? That one. Search for Forrest Strickland's order. I'll do that another time. I mean, nah, you know what? I'm now in the bloody places. Let's finish this whole district off. And then we'll go to the bloody district. So where is it? 185 meters that away. Really? In the docks. Well, then we have a reason to return to the docks. Excellent. Excellent, I say. Let us return to the docks. Forgot how many men of Priven here are. By the way, there are also quite a few random dungeons, like the one that we had in here that we were guided to. I've seen other dungeons about that along the canals that I could enter, but I haven't done so. But I might do that one day off camera just to get a little bit of XP, because we are doing a passive run. I'm not killing any NPCs so far, at least. So, there we go. Popular Farborg. Pembroke Hospital? Why is this still considered Pembroke Hospital? That's somewhat surprising to me, but alright. Whoa! Whoa! You are no regular dude. No. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to queue, but I wanted to queue on another guy. I wanted to queue on that dude. Could I unqueue? Queue you. And 5. Nope, that's the wrong guy. Now I wasted my ult. That really hit me? Oh man, that's annoying. This is so annoying that he just jumps out of nowhere. Not so much that he does that, but that I can't really anticipate where the heck he's coming from. And thus my dodges are sometimes right into the area. Ow. That was me just being a little slow. There you go. You're down and out. Don't know why you were a named guy and were pretty strong, but that's what you were. Good sir. Well. Possibly because it's in part with this quest, but... darn, it's dark in here. Ordered by Dr. Furl Strickland, Pembroke Hospital. List of substance and ingredients. Oh, this was the shop that we had to go to. Right.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Strickland. That's the young boy, right? Okay, then we're gonna give it to Aykroyd. Alright, this man is dead, but that's about it that I can find in this area. No, looks like it. Can't jump up there. Let's just see where it ends this, and I know where this leads to. This leads to a few Britman guys over here, I believe. Yeah, they're on that side of the... Hello. I'm actually more curious in the other guy. If you would just queue that... Queue that person. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Ow. Not sure if I ever attacked this little group, but I do feel a lot stronger by the fact that if we come a small little group, we can handle it. We can handle it. Just might not be the easiest of times at the time, but we can handle it. Oh, hello. That isn't much, but something. Door's been unlocked. Limehouse dock. There we go. Unlock the door. Always good. But I am going to go back towards Strickland and Aykroyd. Oh, I can jump up there, and that's kind of what I had hoped. Using my shadowy abilities. What in the world? There's a random spot I can just all of a sudden enter. Something tells me we'll have to come back here later for something else. Cover letter. Details. Hello Frank. How are you, my old friend? It was good to see you last week. Next time let me get them rounds in. I hope everything is okay on your side of town. Here in your old neighborhood the situation is getting worse. Clay is getting more violent every day and is only thinking about expansion. Even when it seems that they are some new player. Even when it seems they are some new players around. No, what you probably mean is even when it seems there are some new players around. Odd to me that in a game like this there are still quite a few errors. It's not a spelling error. This is just the wrong word. Trying to dispute our territory. The wet boot boys are in a bad spot. I'm afraid so I thought about So I thought about what you said last time we met. That you never regretted leaving the gang. That the only thing you regret is never being able to put foot in the East End again. To avoid a good beating, or worse. Well, rest assured that you'd have my protection if you decide to pass by. And maybe we could talk again about new opportunities and job offer? You know I've always been good with numbers, so maybe if you need an accountant in your company, let's talk about it, shall we? Say hello to your wife for me. WBB. For life, old chap. Boof Digby. That's my lack of the English language. I haven't even met this guy yet. But I don't know what WBB means. I know best friends and stuff, but that's not this. Interesting, by the way, that we found this clue just totally random in a place that, well, we were yet to visit. Can I... Whoa! I'm just landed right on top of a skull there. I saw you standing behind that spot. I'm going also away from my directive. I apologize. I mean, I do want to explore the docks, I promise that, and I'm more than willing to do so, but first we have to...
It's locked.
Yeah. Guess we have to secure that way via another route. Then we'll have to go the way we came. That's simple. That's what happens when you, well, lack of... Hello. Getting distracted. Oh, there's all the South Walkers down here. That's where we came from originally, isn't it? And we can handle... We will do these guys additionally. Boom. Enjoy. Some good old action. Oh, there are 3 of them. Ow. Too late with the counterattack. See, despite their resistance towards melee, now with the upgraded weapon and upgraded skills, they're still pretty capable of handling them. Where did I kill the other dude? Here's one, there's one. Killed another guy. Where's the 3rd dude? What in the world? Man, I have short-term memory. Where the heck is the 3rd dude? Oh, here, in a corner. I thought that was just decorum. Taha! It wasn't. Hey, dude. Goodbye. Oh, I want to fade back. Thank you. Because if they stand with their arms, you know that their next attack will be very ineffective. I think I hear a normal voice as well.
This is Braille. I
Oh!
need someone who can read this.
The 2nd Braille part! Awesome! Because we were looking for that in the, this is one of the quests that we can't solve right now. I think I'm saving somebody. There we go. More than happy to use these skills for a moment. Then get the blood back. Ooh, he won. Okay. That didn't go entirely according to plan, I have to admit. But we did win. So, I think I've saved somebody that's over here.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
You also seem extremely drunk. The way you're moving about. Well, now that I'm here, I am going to check out the place for a moment. I assume this is pretty safe, but perhaps there's also a safe house in it for me. Some shilling. And we did spend a little bit of cash in with the merchants, so getting shilling is good still. I still hear some really bad things. Hey! I've re-entered the area of the Pembroke hospital. Bloody letter. Dear Mother, whatever happens to me, always remember that your son loves you. I know you did not always approve of the way I chose to live my life, but I won't change. I was born and raised in this part of town, and I just can't stand what is happening to my neighborhood. To people we know. I recently made a terrible decision. I decided to strike back against the tyranny of a few. I know they will retaliate, but I am ready for whatever comes. Thanks to you, I've always loved to read. Now that I'm about to take action, I can only quote Etienne de la Boche. They only seem tall because we are on our knees. I won't kneel any more, Mother. I intend to stand straight, whatever the cost. Goodbye, my beloved Mother. Jack.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Well, hello. Getting all kinds of side quests by just randomly walking in a direction. Awesome. There we go. Think that was the upstairs solved. Yep. And then for some reason, halfway down this house, I'm entering the other area again. Which feels a little odd, but alright. Well, you're saved. And then there's a little bit of ways up here that we can go. How far are we now? We are now in this far corner over here. I'm just gonna look-see down this corner because I see a little bit of a maze here. And I want to see what's at the end of that maze. Doing this simply to unlock the door. I hear a choo-choo. There you go, I knew it. There's a reward here. Alright, I've done enough now of this sidetracking. I am really ADHD, ain't I? Which I really am, by the way. If you were wondering, this is not just a joke towards ADHD people. I am ADHD, but yeah. Need to go back to what I was doing. Which was, I walked up here, killed 2 Pritman guys over here. And I there's the bridge, which I can take immediately to go into the right area. So I will walk up here and deal with these little guys. Anything of reward over here? Nope. You're not the one I'm worried about. I'm worried about that one. Alright. Oh, I'm on the wrong keys. Haha. That's why all of a sudden I was failing. I was watching the animation being all like, yeah, I'm cool. And then I place my hand back and then all of a sudden, why are things not working? Well, you ought to place your hand on the right buttons, you numbnuts. That will aid. Yeah, it is a little bit... I had to take the ultimate of shadow simply to have some shadow damage to people that were resilient to my other attacks would be... I would have a way to strike at them massively. I went this way. I know I'm sidetracking again, but like this feels like a goodie place. It's like a very small sideway of where you are walking. No, this is just the way I came. This is nothing special. Boo. There we go. Whoa. Why the game lag all of a sudden? Sorry, I'm not sure if it's probably also picked up on the recording. Game lag there for like a good moment there. There we go. We'll talk to the doctors.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom. He's really pissed me off.
Who are you? Are you...
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
No. Wrong doctor.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
This is the doctor where we said from we will safeguard your secrets. Everybody can make a mistake, so let's not we don't need him. We need Ackroyd and the other one. Spare your obedient slave. Those two are still going at it. Okay. You.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
I actually have some personal questions. I need the hint. I probably have the hint for the other doctor.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
188 meters that away? Wait. Oh. Remove this stuff. I'm talking about this quest. So, missing ingredients. What am I to do now? Tell what happened to for Strickland.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
There we go.
Good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
That feels odd to me.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
He is right, though. I can't remember the name of the German man who said it, but there's a German chemist, one of the very early ones, who said a very important sentence that is still accurate to this day, and an important lesson that at least I learned in my chemical biology here in the university in one of the very first lessons. And the sentence goes, es ist ein Dosis ein Giftmacht, which means it is the doses of a substance that can make it a poison, more or less translated that way. Anything can be a poison. Heck, if you drink too much water, you can get water poisoning. Now, you have to drink so much water that in order to do that, you would drink more than your own body weight, which is, I think, something like that. So that's a little silly, but some substances are very deadly, and for instance, with gas, they look at parts per million. And for other things, no, they're not really that deadly, so less of a trouble, right? But even with normal medication, if you take too many pills because you are in pain, if you take too much, you're at risk of unfortunate, well, side effects.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
That is not entirely true, because in the articles you always write of your success. Rarely do you ever see an article about failure. Heck, they have special journals to do so, because you can't get them published.
You can't be serious. You have to stop this before you lose yourself. Lives are at stake here, remember.
I'm a competent doctor, and my value has been proven already. Frankly, I'm disappointed to hear you, above all, speaking so ill of me.
I'm not speaking ill of you, I'm speaking ill of your methods. Two different things. Your heart is in the right place,
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
but it is not without consequence.
Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Yes, I agree with that. We're gonna go to our own little room here, laboratory. We'll try to concoct this, get an ingredients, and formulate the medication. Bring 1 unit of sodium hypochlorite. I think I have all these things. I mean, I've gathered quite a few materials. Don't I have this? Oh, by the way, yes, I also bought these 2 serums at Merchants. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but that's a different thing. Am I in the right location? I'm 3 meters off it? I'm not supposed to be here? Oh, new stands, new thing to use. Alright. What's with the
flower is
plant?
dying. It needs water.
Yeah, you said it already before, but I can't...
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
Choose what to do with... Bring the investigation to Foro, report Foro to Dr. Ackroyd. Choose what to do with Foreign Strickland. The problem is... Why did I make this placebo if I am going to report him anyways? I mean... Then it's a little pointless. I mean, his heart's in the right place. I'm just fearful if I give him placebo, he's going to always try to use the mixture. Well, I've made out the mixture for him. He said that himself. And we do need good doctors. And we do need to look into different methods. You know what? Alright.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive? Or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
I am more than willing to do that.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Alright, we'll do that. Put the medicine in the doctor's office. I assume that's upstairs again. Yeah, that's a little silly that I have to walk up and down, but alright. Here we go. I think this is a good method. We're teaching him, we're explaining him why we're doing this. And we've now unlocked this cabinet so we can ransack it.
All right. At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
Indeed, he cannot.
It's locked. It's locked.
Ah, too bad. Ooh. Patient Mortimer Goswick, male, age 23, followed by Dr. Aykroyd, status convalescence, date of admission 27th of October. Date of release to be determined. Note, the patient shows many signs of extreme fatigue and major sores on the throat, mouth and tongue, but no signs of flu. Refuses to speak, claims it's too painful. Needs rest and healing of throat mucous membrane before any decision can be made concerning his release. That is for, yes, that's for you, Mortimer Goswick. I recognize that name. Letter to Dr. Swansea. Pembroke Hospital, 14th of October. Dear Dr. Swansea, despite the actual urgency of the sanitary situation, I must inform you of recent case of professional misconduct inside the Pembroke. Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan has been found guilty of undeniable unprofessional conduct, and thus guilty of endangering a patient. Under no circumstance should a nurse diagnose and establish a prescription without at least informing the referent doctor about her conclusion. You know me, Edgar. I am not against personal initiative when it is for the interest of all, especially during a crisis like the one we are facing. But we can't allow a nurse to perform a diagnosis and decide on the procedure to apply to a patient. The fact that said patient survived is no attenuation. Attenuating? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this word. My enunciation of this word is false. I know this for a fact, and I apologize. But it is not a circumstance that makes the error any lighter. Is more if you would try to use different words for it. It just means we dodged the bullet this time. I demand the strictest authority on this matter. Yeah, Aykroyd. Aykroyd is just simply what he is. I will probably use all these clues to talk to the people, but I probably will do that off camera. I don't see a point to doing that on camera. Well, with that we have completed also... Was this already open? Well, there's nothing in here, so it isn't really important. With that, I believe we have actually finished all of the side quests at the Pembroke. Indeed we have. So that's amazing. So we'll probably have to start working out the docks. We have now found a few clues, and I do think we need to go back, see if we can make some medication and what have you not. So I said it would be this episode, but it's going to be the next episode. And in the meantime, I will look into these clues a little bit myself. I hope you enjoyed, and I thank you for watching. And remember, great peril yields great beauty.